Why is it when I turn on the camera, my body says, you need a cough? Why couldn't I do that before I turned the camera on? It's just the way it is, I suppose. But I was just getting ready to put my hair up. And, because it's hot in here. And, well, I just came in from outside. I went up the hill to check the mail. Just junk. Just junk. But tomorrow, I'll be, if I remember, because, you know, I get excited when I get boxes. It's like Christmas, you forget what you order. But I have boxes coming tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. So, and I know what's in them, so I can't wait to open them all at once. Because I kind of need the material. But if I remember, I'll do an unboxing. But I do tend to get excited because I forget what I order. I mean, I know what I get, but when you have 3 separate delivery dates, just don't remember what's coming on what date. And all it is some macrame cordage and I think a couple of tops. I may have to change this shirt here because it's kind of hot. This is the easiest way to get your hair off your neck, and it stays. Now, I wouldn't go jogging, but it stays. There you are. Now I can see. But it's just hot. It's not the heat. It's the humidity. It's... Ugh. We went to Idaho in 2018, and God, the weather was so nice. It was hot to everybody except us, because you know where we come from, there's humidity. There's no humidity in Idaho. Well, I mean, there is, but not like it is down here. We were staying with my older sister. We wanted to stay out on the deck. It was just beautiful. Why go in the house? They're out there sweating, and we were comfortable, all of us. And there were 6 of us. There was me, Vic, 3 kids, and a fiance. Gotta charge my phone. Not my phone, my watch. Okay, but yeah, we didn't want to go inside, and it was just too nice outside. And we were all like, all of us, all 6 of us that went down there, or went up there, we're like, we don't want to go in the house. It's too nice outside. But yeah, I bought 11 plane tickets. That was insane. I just wanted to make sure everybody went. It was a family reunion, and it was important that everybody go. To me, it was important. It was only 5 extra tickets. Yeah, 5 extra tickets. And you know, I'm just now paying all that off. It was 6 years ago. That's all right. It'll be paid. YouTube. I'm watching YouTube. I'm not too sure what it is, but it looks like some strange people on a subway. At least it's starting to cool off. I'm starting to cool off now. Yeah, just a week ago, I had I don't even know, like maybe 8 subscribers, maybe 13. I don't remember, but it was a very small amount. I'm up to 38 already in a week. But everything I read about YouTube is post. Just content. And that's what I've been doing. And it is so much easier for me to talk to a video than it is to do a live. I know on Facebook they recommend that you do lives, but I'm just sitting there doing this and that's it, and nobody's coming in to talk. And if they are, they're just sitting there staring. So, that's kind of creepy. And I don't know what to do with my hands. Even though I'm doing macrame, I feel like there should be something I'm doing with my hands. Oh, I gotta cut that off because it's too frayed. Not afraid, frayed. When you whip it, it'll whip. And wait, hang on, I'll show you. And that's what happened here. It whipped. And these those get caught up in that cordage and make a tangle mess. A lot of times I'll tie knots down here to keep it from fraying, but it's hard to pull through holes. So I just grin and bear it. Yeah, when my husband and I went out to go check the mail, it's a daily thing for us. It's just a routine we do. And we were up at the top of the hill, and he says, look up, just look up. And so I look up into the top of the oak tree that was down there, or up there. And I aim my phone up there, and there are cicadas flying all over the place. I hope my camera picked it up. I'm gonna make that into a reel and a short. And on top of doing that, I'm trying to work on my store, which I haven't even gotten that put together yet. I don't have any merchandise anyways. I'm working on it though. Hair is free. I try to pull it out when I find it. It does cause problems, yes. You know what? I need to go get something to drink. I really do. I will be right back. I just went and got some water and flavored it with some orange. I try to keep water flavoring because I don't like drinking water. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. I really appreciate you watching my videos. And I really, really appreciate you subscribing. Hit that like button too. I know I try to make a habit of it, of doing that when I watch videos, just hitting the like button, because it does make a big difference. And you know, the whole point behind being on YouTube is to grow, right? Get monetized. I mean, that's my goal. Why not, right? You only live once. And that's my new motto. And my mantra. YOLO, baby. YOLO. Just saying. That was the hubster. He just walked by. So for dinner tonight, I am going to make buffalo chicken. I'll take you along too. But it'll be a separate video. Because it just will be. I just watched a clip on YouTube, and it was, if it wasn't so serious, it would have been comical. It was a video of a guy. I don't know what he was doing. You couldn't see it because the video was kind of grainy. But he was like squatting. No, he was standing on these tracks, railroad tracks. And he barely gets out of the way just in time as a train comes by. And I'm talking a fast train. And he ends up in on the railroad tracks of another train going the opposite direction. And so it was almost Keystone Cops funny, but the situation was very, very serious. That's why I said if it wasn't so serious, it'd be almost comical. I mean, it's one of those videos where it's inside of another video. I'm like, wow. That guy needs to play the lottery. But I don't know what he was doing messing with the tracks. And how do you not hear a train coming? I mean, there are no trains around us. And if the wind is blowing just right, we can hear the one that's miles away. And let me tell you, I was in the hospital downtown Augusta at university, when it was university. That's how long ago it was. Well, actually, really, it wasn't that long ago. But anyway. Or was it MC? No, it wasn't MC. No, it was university. Anyway, there are trains all over Augusta. I mean, and they are still very much in use. And I was on the 10th floor. And those trains are loud. They go right by the hospital. Because, you know, the medical district is downtown Augusta. And where are the trains? Downtown Augusta. So there's no sleeping. That first night I was in the hospital, I couldn't sleep because it was just too loud. And the nurse kept telling me that I needed to go to sleep. And I just stayed on YouTube. I had my tablet. And I watched YouTube all night. I couldn't sleep. It was just too loud. Between the trains and the beeping and the lights and the buzzes and people talking, and no. I didn't sleep. Hair's free. I got a hair stuck in it. Trying to pull it out without it breaking. Huh, I got it. I got it without breaking it. Oops, I need to start that one over. I don't know where Ruthie is. When I was doing this earlier, she was playing. She was being a pain in the butt is what she was doing. I don't know where she went. She's not on the bed. It just got tangled on itself again. Okay. Do you like the paranormal? Ghosts, ghouls, fairies, goblins, aliens. Well, I do. And before I was into the paranormal, before I really knew what it was, I was still very young, in my early 20s. I was very naive. Besides, that was in the 80s, 90s. And because I was 25 when Vic and I got married. We were both 25. And that was in 1990. But yeah, we lived in a house on Fairchild Air Force Base. It was on what used to be considered the officer's side. Why does that look like there's too many? No? And they were remodeling homes, and our house that we lived in on the NCO side was scheduled to be moved, so we had to move. So they moved us into what was typically a two-bedroom, duplex, but this particular house had two sides to accommodate a family with 7 children. So what they did was they added a doorway between 2 bedrooms and a doorway in the basement. So we had 2 basements, 2 garages, 2 driveways, and 7 bedrooms. Well, it used to be the kitchen and the dining room and the living room were all turned into bedrooms. In fact, Vic and I took the living room on the other side as our bedroom. It was very empty. Let me tell you, it was big. The living rooms in those houses were huge. And the washer and dryer was in the basement on the front side, the side that we lived on. And my husband kept asking me, if I wanted him to move the washer and dryer to the other side. And I'm like, no, why would you do that? It's already there. So, it stayed where it was, but he would continue to ask me. Well, I noticed that neither the cat nor the dog would go down those stairs with me on the front of the house when I would do laundry. Because, I hate basements, especially basements that are cold and damp, made out of concrete, like this one. And I would drag the dog down. This was not a small dog. I would drag him down there, and he would make a beeline for the other side. He would go straight to the other basement. Same with the cat. The cat's cat box was over on the other side. And that's where he would go. Now, keep in mind, they would go down the other stairs in the back of the house, on the other side of the house, with no problem. Both of them did. We kept that door open so the cat could get down there to the cat box. But we kept a chain on it because we had young children. It was the damnedest thing, and I thought that was the strangest thing. I even drugged my daughter down there. She was 5, and she'd be like, "Mommy, I don't want to be down here. Mommy, I don't like it down here. I don't want to be down here." And so I said, "Okay, we'll go upstairs in just a minute." Well, I didn't like it down there either. Well, we lived there for 8 months, and we got orders to Georgia. And so we moved, and we were in our rental down in Perry, Georgia. And I asked him about it. And just casually, I asked him, I said, "Did you ever have a weird feeling in the basement on Elm Street?" And he looked at me and he'd be like, "Why do you ask?" And I said, "Because I think there was something under those stairs." And he's like, "Why do you say that?" And I said, "Because it tripped me." So it grabbed my ankle, and it tripped me 3 times. And I'm not talking about a gentle grab either. It grabbed me. And I really, like I said, I was very naive. And I didn't put 2 and 2 together. But I just know that I did not like going in that basement. And neither did the animals. And my husband is a sensitive. And he feels emotions. And he said, yes, there was something under those stairs. He said, whatever was under those stairs was very, very evil. And he says, "Do you remember me asking you if you wanted me to move your washer and dryer to the other side?" I said, yes. He said, "That's why." So why didn't you tell me? He said, "I didn't want to scare you." But when the dog and the cat and the kids and just everybody does not like going down those stairs, there's a reason. And those stairs were the old wooden kind that are shiny and has no risers. Yeah. And that's my haunted ghost story. My haunted house story. So yeah, that was an interesting house to live in. I only shoveled one side. I wasn't shoveling the side we didn't use. Because I would go out there and shovel the snow out of the driveway. And that last winter, let me tell you, Robins Air Force Base, not Robins, Fairchild Air Force Base gave us a send-off. We will never forget. They had 108 inches of snow that year, that winter. Just to see us off. Yeah, we know you're leaving, so we're going to give you a bunch of snow. Make you shovel it. And every time, it never failed. No sooner did you finish shoveling the driveway, and what comes by? Tell me what comes by. The plow. I stood out there. I saw him coming, and I stood out there, and I had just finished. I was cold, and I was wet, and I saw the plow, and I stood at the end of my driveway and dared him. You know, he pushed the snowbank away from my driveway for me. He was really cool about it, because I stood there with my hands on my head, or my hands on my hips, and I'm like, I dare you. And I've got 3 kiddos sitting in the window in the living room watching me. A lot of times they would come outside with me and play in the snow while I shoveled it, but I had a 2-year-old, and that 2-year-old was very rambunctious. It was very difficult to work and watch him too. But I'm going to end this vlog right here, but I will make another one. I just don't want the videos to be very long. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.